So welcome to day 2 of Red Meat 2019. Last year alone we've invested just over $170 million in research and development and a further $104 million in marketing insights and market access activities. We want to give you a sense of the impact of these investments and what are some of the emerging challenges that we have and opportunities that will help us shape our future investments.
The challenge for us is to make sure that we're getting the industry and the consumer and the producer needs being met.
The process of adoption doesn't start at the end, it's got to start at the beginning of the project phase.
It's much easier to be green when you're in the black and not in the red. So I think everything's got to focus on production and that carbon neutrality thing comes with it. Our farm is carbon neutral and sometimes we're actually fixing more carbon than we're emitting. It's an important thing to get this across because we can demonstrate that you can have carbon neutral beef and it's actually a positive.
This next session really thinks about how do we as an industry and as a value chain become more outcome focused, remembering that the consumer is the only person who's putting new money into the supply chain.
So here's the incentive, I think, as a producer or as a processor, as a brand owner. How do we do things on farm to get more 4- and 5-star cuts? How as a processor do we segregate out those different levels of quality and get really sophisticated with MSA as well?
Lunch. We're going to be up there doing some demos of some great stuff with beef and lamb. Come and ask questions. Enjoy Red Meat Australia. Back the Australian producers.
These technologies on farm have massive potential for real-time decision-making information, but will only be used if it is easily accessed more frequently for valuable decision-making on farm.
Soil probes and irrigation scheduling. The key take-home for me is rather than waiting to see my plants are looking a bit wilted, particularly hot 3 or 4 days coming and I know I'm going to water anyway, I can start to plan what level of watering I need to do.
This afternoon we will be placing the spotlight on the Red Meat Industry's Integrity System, a vital tool for managing disease and food safety risks and a key underpinning of Australia's red meat access into more than 100 countries throughout the world.
The data, the quality of that data, how you capture that data and hence the integrity of it is key for a brand like us. That's our entire value around the provenance and the supply chain, and that's what we're selling. So in essence that's all that brand is worth.
Look, I think days like today, this conference, it's about lighting those little flames, that spark. I think, these guys are doing that. That fits my business.